The drug company Eli Lilly has come out with a GLP drug for weight loss that is in a pill form, and they're taking a big market share away from other vendors who make similar drugs. And you can imagine just how complex it is to research, make, and get licensed a drug. Multiple steps, multiple costs. And so it's a good thing to think about as we move into a topic called sell or process further. So let's take a simple example. Let's assume that you manufacture a lawnmower, you spend $150. You can sell the lawnmower for $200, which gives you a $50 profit. However, the lawnmower does not have a bag on the back. Some mowers have bags in the back, others don't. Depends on customer preference. So the question is, do you sell the mower as it is and make a $50 profit, or do you process further and add the bag as a feature and then sell the product with the bag? So let's assume that adding the bag costs $30, so now your total cost is $180, but you can only increase the price from $200 to $220. So now your profit is $220 less the new cost of $180, which is only a $40 profit. So you actually make $10 less by adding the bag. And what we refer to these as incremental costs, which is the additional $30 to put on a bag, versus the incremental revenue. Well, in this case, you can only add $20 of revenue. So you've got $30 in incremental costs. You've only got $20 in incremental revenue. So it doesn't make sense to add the bag because you can't price it high enough to get a higher profit than the original $50. So companies go through this analysis all the time, particularly companies that sell products that can be made into multiple different products. So think about the oil and gas industry. When you pull oil out of the ground, crude oil, you can make that into a variety of different products. It's used to make plastics and other items. The last thing here is joint costs versus separable costs. So when you think about crude oil, when you're making it into 3 or 4 different products, you are incurring joint costs, meaning that those costs apply to the 3 or 4 products until you get to a point called split-off point. And at split-off point, the production separates, and each of those other products have additional separate costs, what we call beyond split-off point. So the 4 products are made in the same way at the same cost. They reach split-off point, and after that, the costs separate and the process separates.